Reading key signatures can seem difficult until you learn a few simple tricks. This video will focus on reading major flat key signatures in a way that is particularly directed at singers and users of the solfege system. Let's begin by looking at a simple one-flat key signature. In each flat key, we will always look at the flat that is the farthest to the right. The flat farthest to the right is always going to be called the solfege syllable Fa. Next, beginning with Fa, we will count up or down until we reach Do. Whether you count up or down the staff, you will reach the same answer, but it is recommended in each key to count in a direction that keeps you on the staff instead of moving onto ledger lines above or below the staff. In this case, on the treble clef, both directions will keep us on the staff, but in the bass clef, we would want to count up in order to remain on the staff. The letter name on the line or space of the staff upon which Do falls will be the name of your key. It is important to always trace backwards on this line or space to see if there is a flat on it. If there is, then there will be a flat in the name of your key. In this case, there is not, so the name of our key will be F major. Now let's try a key with more flats. Don't be intimidated just because there are a lot of flats here. The process will be just as simple as before. All we have to worry about right now is the flat farthest to the right. We call the flat farthest to the right Fa. Next, we count up or down to find Do. This time we will choose to count down on the treble clef because counting in the other direction would lead us off of the staff. You would still get the correct answer if you counted up, but it is just easier to keep ourselves on the staff. Either direction on the bass clef will work fine in this instance. We find that Do now falls on G. Remember that we always want to trace backwards to see if the line or space that Do falls on contains a flat. In this case it does, so we will call this key G flat major. Now we will discuss a couple of facts specific to major flat keys. Fact number 1. There are only 7 possible major flat keys. They are F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, and C flat. Notice that every major flat key has flat in the name except for F major, which we discovered has only one flat. Sometimes it's just easier to remember that the one flat key is F major. Fact number 2. As long as you have at least 2 flats, the second to last flat on the right is always going to be Do. Since we just memorized that one flat is always F major, this fun little cheat solves all of the rest of them for us, and we know that in all of those cases, from 2 flats up to 7, the word flat will be in the name. That's all you need to know in order to read major flat key signatures. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below, and if the video was helpful to you, make sure to hit like and subscribe.